Greetings everyone, this is T2, and today I want to talk about Chinese food. Finally got all these pictures Googled. I'm going to do a top 15 of my favorite Hunan Chinese buffet items. One of them is not really a buffet item, but you can get it on takeout menus usually. So, the other day I went to the Chinese place, and the one place, we got a couple of them, and one of them used to be kind of not good. They used to make you like go and get your own drinks and stuff. It's really weird, and they still are kind of janky. Like they have paper plates and paper cups, but the first time I went when I moved here, it was like the lo mein noodles were okay, but everything else was kind of not great. It was kind of cold or whatever. And I was sitting there, and like this Chinese girl pulls up in a car with somebody else, and she gets out. She's like dressed like she's going to the prom or something. She had this nice red dress on. Comes into the store. And then she goes in the back and starts filling up a mop bucket. Like, what the hell is she doing? She works there and she's dressed like she's going out on town? So that's weird. But now, I mean, it's a little bit pricier than it was because the price of everything's gone up. But it was pretty good. Even though the paper plates and stuff, it was still... The food was way better. They got these, like, hibachi things. They got this whole, like, beef thing you can slice yourself. It was great. So, I wanted to do a top 15... and show you guys what my favorite thing is to order when you go eat Chinese. So let's go here. Starting out with number 15, chicken fried rice, or any kind of fried rice. You got chicken fried rice. I like it when it's got the peas and the little square cut onions like this, carrots. I don't know what the yellow things are, but also shrimp fried rice in the takeout menu boxes. It's really good. Throw some soy sauce on there. Like fried rice isn't that big a deal, but threw it in there just because it's like a staple. You pretty much got to have fried rice if you want to be a decent Chinese place. Next, I have scallops. Usually they look kind of like this. Sometimes you'll get fried scallops like this, but sometimes you also get that garlic shrimp with it. So I didn't really put garlic shrimp on my top 15, but it's kind of like sometimes you'll get scallops and shrimp at the same thing, like a little mixture of seafood. Now that really looks good right there with the pepper on it. I'm a big fan of pepper, as you'll soon find out. Anyway, number 13, I have the beef and broccoli. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I always usually get the beef and broccoli just because I like throw some vegetables in my diet. You can get this in the takeout too. It's pretty good, but usually I'll throw some on top of the lo mein. I'll mix it together. Number 12, no 13. I got 13 on here twice. Maybe this is a top 16. I think I misnumbered this. All right, let's call fried rice the whatever honorable mention. We have black pepper chicken. This shit right here. This is the only picture I could find that looks exactly like what I'm talking about. This right here. If you get, I mean, this is like chicken with peppers, but it's not the same thing. If you get black pepper chicken, you want to make it. It should look like this. It should be like a little gray, almost sickly color with some green onion or whatever that celery. What is that? I don't even know. You got onions mixed in with the black pepper. This one, I don't know if I would call that black pepper chicken. That's sesame chicken, I think. Yeah, some of these pictures don't add up. Sometimes you get it chopped up really fine, maybe like this one, maybe like this, but that's not really... This should be crispy. That's okay. But what I'm talking about is like that. Or like, not like that. Why is it all so wet? Dry pepper chicken should be kind of dry. Like this. See, that's perfect. Anyway. Then we got General Tso's. Kind of included this with, what do you call it? Like a sesame chicken. Yeah, sesame chicken, General Tso's. I don't know if it's the same thing or it's different, but anything like this, hot and sour or something like that. I don't know, because the next one on the list is sweet and sour chicken, which is like this. Some people might call General Tso's sweet and sour, or they might call sweet and sour General Tso's. Like the ones you get that's kind of dry, like Picture's not very good, but it's like just crispy fried chicken pieces like this. Then you get that red sauce with the dipping spoon, and you pour that on top of it, and it turns it into like a wet sweet and sour chicken. That's really good. That's what I'm talking about right there. Something like this, except without all the chunks. I mean, kind of like this. That's not really what it looks like at my place. It's weird how monogamous, or how similar all these different Chinese restaurants are across the country. I'm assuming they all are pretty much the same. I think they all they have the same menus even, and they just change the names of the restaurant on the front. Maybe even use the same recipes. When they come overseas, they just hand it down to like, oh, you're coming to America? Here, take this recipe. Just how you're going to make your food. You're going to start one of these restaurants. Then we got the stuffed mushrooms at what I thought was number 10. That's what that looks like. That's the only one that really looks kind of like the ones at my restaurant. Maybe this one. Those ones look like you made them at home. Like somebody's grandma. This one's pretty like soaking in some sauce, but it's pretty good. Yeah, these look okay. That's a little bit janky. Looks like they put mashed potatoes in them. Anyway, you usually find stuffed mushrooms at a Chinese buffet. Number 9, we've got black pepper shrimp. See, this one, same as the black pepper chicken, but black pepper shrimp. Now, I've only had this at one place maybe 20 years ago, and I've never had it again. I've looked for it. I dream about it sometimes. I wish I could find it again. It's so good. The black pepper chicken's pretty rare, too. I've maybe had it 3 or 4 times. But I don't know. At this one place, they used to have some really wild shit. And they're no longer... I think maybe it's the same place as I go to now, but it was under different management or something. Like 20 years ago. Then we got the deep fried plantains stuffed with cream cheese. And I've only had this at that place. So this is the closest picture I could find. It's like plantains are like bananas, but a little bit different. These are like balls. They look more like... There's a Mexican one up here. This is aborrajado, or Colombian fried plantains stuffed with melted mozzarella cheese dipped in guacamole. It looked a little bit more like this, maybe. It's like a long time ago, so it's hard to remember. Maybe it was like this. Maybe it was like... Oh, yes, that's it right there. That's the fucking shit right there. That's exactly it. Holy crap. That's bringing back memories right there. It's got cream cheese in the middle, but I think it's just plantains on the outside with a little bit of flour. Maybe they coated it and deep fried it. Ooh, man, that brings back some... Oh, look at that. That is so good. That maybe should be number 1, but I've only had it one time. If I had it all the time, and I could judge it more. I don't know if it's as good as I remember. I'm just remembering it. Holy balls. If you ever see that, order it and eat it. So above that, also kind of sweet, is the coconut chicken. Now there's different versions of coconut items. There's coconut shrimp. It's not coconut beef, so maybe it's just coconut shrimp, coconut chicken. But I don't really see coconut shrimp that much. Coconut chicken is kind of the way to go. Do I like that more than black pepper chicken? Probably not. If I was tempted to choose, but I gotta have something sweet in there too. What else we got? That was number 7. Number 6 is the stuffed shrimp. I don't know if this is like at every place, but the place I go, they have this like baked shrimp where you like stuff some stuff on top of it. I don't even know what it is. What's in there? Like cream cheese, maybe? Clam juice, butter, onions. I don't really know. It just kind of tastes good. I don't know what exactly is in there, but it is a mouthful of flavor. What is that? Tofu. Pfft. Get out of here. Oh, my iPad has turned off. Now we've got crab rangoon at number 5. I prefer the triangular ones. I don't put any red sauce on it. Maybe I should. I don't know. I never thought of it. You also got the kind of squarish ones. I don't know if they stuff different things inside. They put crab meat and put cream cheese. Anything with cream cheese is just Can't go wrong with it. Plus, it's crispy. Look at that. Oh my gosh. You want to get them when they're fresh, though. You don't want to get them like when they've been sitting out for an hour. This video is probably making people pretty hungry for Chinese place. Number 4, I just put lo mein in general because I love lo mein. It used to be my main thing whenever I order takeout. I'd always get shrimp lo mein. Or the house special lo mein, which is like all kinds of meat. Chicken, beef, shrimp all together. I don't see if there's a picture of house special or just special lo mein. But I am a big fan of noodles. I've always liked ramen. The Mei Fun noodles, the like thin rice noodles, not so good. The what are the Japanese ones? The big thick ones that I got that time. Starts with a O, I think, doesn't it? Thick Japanese noodle. Udon. Yeah, I don't like udon. Or maybe I was just making it wrong. I don't know. But lo mein is like the perfect thickness of noodle. Is there some kind of flat lo mein? There's like round lo mein, and then there's some kind of flat ones too, I think. Angel hair pasta is okay. Spaghetti's kind of the right, but like Chinese food, lo mein has got it perfected. Now we've got the one that's not on the buffet. This is like my favorite meal I used to get all the time. It's called the Four Seasons. It is chicken, beef, pork, carrots, snow peas, baby corn, and broccoli. And the one I went to, they always had these straw mushrooms like you're seeing down here. Some of them don't have the straw mushrooms, but they have the straw and they have scallops. That's the thing that makes it different than your regular. That pork looks really good. It's like red on the outside. It's weird looking. Scallops. You got your seafood. You got your mushroom. You got all different kinds of animals that live on land. It's like a surf and turf kind of a deal. This one has got cashews in it. I don't know about that. What is this big platter? Ooh, okay. Number 2. This was my favorite, but now I've decided I have a new favorite. Rainbow cheese. Some people call it. Some people call it just baked crab meat. Or Chinese buffet crab casserole. This says air fryer made. Sometimes it looks like this. Oh, look at that creamy crab meat. You get it like this. Flaky. Crispy on the outside. Imitation crab. And sometimes you get it with a lot of onions in it. The one I go to, they usually have 2 of them. They got a regular one and they got one that's got a crazy amount of onions in it. I like the regular one. But it's really good. I can just eat just this if I want to. I can just go to a Chinese place and just get... I'll just have the rainbow cheese or whatever. Sometimes I put too much cheese on top. It gets a little bit too cheesy. Kind of like that. You want it to be just a light, fluffy, like this. That's perfect. It doesn't have cheese on top at all, hardly. It's just kind of baked in its own goodness. Air fried. So now, my new favorite is peanut chicken, number 1. And that's the picture right there that looks exactly like it should look. There's all kinds of other pictures. It was really hard to Google peanut chicken. This is like thinly sliced pieces of chicken, fried, crispy, light, in some kind of sauce that's like peanut butter. Now, if you look up peanut butter chicken, you're going to see all kinds of like weird non-Chinese recipes from people from the South who are just throwing peanut butter on top of fried chicken. I guess a lot of people have figured out on their own that peanut butter and chicken goes well together. This one here also looks like it could be really good, but you can't really tell that it's peanut chicken. It looks more like a hot Nashville hot chicken or something. So this one is just like smothered in peanut butter. You can't really... This one is just like the right kind of meat, but you can't tell it's peanut butter or peanut chicken. So the original picture I had that I now have lost is what I'm talking about. This one. What's this one? That maybe... That just looks like a bunch of chicken that's cut up. That looks okay. Somebody's got it right there. But, I don't know, it's not as crispy. It looks like it's all moist. Oh, Double D hates moist. She hates that word. Also, there's cashew chicken, which is not what I'm talking about at all. It's like this. It's just chicken when they throw some cashews in there with the chicken. If there's peanut chicken like this too, I'm sure that's just peanuts instead of cashews. That's not what I'm talking about. That's just like just a bunch of chicken. Maybe it tastes good, but you're like crunching up peanuts while you're eating soft chicken. It seems like it'd be bad texture in your mouth. I don't know. Just bake it right and put some peanut sauce in there. Anyway, that's my number 1, number 2, number 3. That's not it. But you get it. That's the top 15 or 16 Chinese buffet items. And next time I might be doing I found this thing. I was coming back from the gym last night. There's a folder on the ground in the middle of the road. So I stopped because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning or something. I pick it up and I put it in my car and I look at it and it's like this deacon's handbook for a guy that I guess works at a church. So I might look through that and see what kind of weird, mysterious things the church people are up to and what goes into a handbook for working at a church. Maybe there's some, I don't know, maybe some weird stuff we're not supposed to know about. Maybe there's nothing and I won't even make a video about it. I don't know.